Hey, my elevators. This is Elle Beecham, owner, creator, and founder of the Elevate Movement, which is a naturopathic approach to healing and mental health. I was getting ready to do my nightly regimen, remove my makeup, take my shower, meditate, and all of this. And I just thought about something. So I just did a video on friendship, talking about the void, that I am learning to balance and struggle with as far as people, places, and things, and just inviting people into my space. And something else hit me, another layer. So what I'm showing you is how revelations or deposits and downloads come. You start up here and you get the surface of it, and you may think that that's all you're going to receive. And then you could be washing dishes, talking to a friend, on a date with your boyfriend, and boom, something else hits you. And it's another layer to something that you thought you had already addressed, or you're done with, or you had healed from. So you're always learning, and things will forever, just be deposited into your spirit. So while I was getting ready to do my nightly regimen or whatever, I started to think that I wonder why I'm in this place more so than not when it comes to people. Like I said in the prior video, I learned the most about myself through people. People have been the best reflections for me, so that I can see myself, so that I can learn things about myself. And now that I'm here again, learning more on a deeper level about myself, I realize that the reason I'm here often is because I operate from that void. But hear this, because I said that in the last video. But the new part to that was there's an impatient piece with me. I want the longevity now. I want the loyalty now. I want the friendship now, the companionship, the laughter, the bond, the longevity. I want all of that stuff right now without going through the work to get it. What does that mean? I haven't put in the tenure. I haven't put in years into the friendship. We haven't gone through hiccups. We haven't, had to have difficult conversations. We haven't had to circle back. We haven't had to, maybe take our breaks and then come back and apologize. We have not done any of that. So how can I expect for us to have this type of bond where loyalty is never the question? You never have to second guess this person. You never have to wonder, is this person going to show up for you or whatever? So what I'm doing is prematurely putting faith and hope into people, places, and things, hoping that this is going to yield the best result for me, or that will help me become, my higher self. So with that, like, I really wanted to just sit with it, and kind of do that work. And when I thought about it, I was like, man, like, I wonder how many of us are rushing our process when it comes to certain things because we operate from a void or a lack, or really, really wanting something. Like, how many of us are really doing this where it's like, now the reason we're here again is because you didn't wait, or the reason we're here again is because you didn't see it through. You didn't ask God. Like, are we asking God, like, are these our people? Is this my mate? Should I go back to this person? Should I talk to this person? Should I do this activity? Should I sign up for this? Should I take this job? Like, are we really consulting, the source, the universe, God, for these things? Like, that's what we should be doing. But when you operate from lack, when you operate from a void, when you operate from, that hole that's in your heart, or from that place of just missing something, sometimes it causes you to act on impulse because you want it so bad, So the same way I say, like, count if you are upset, count before, you make a response, count, before you say something. Like, I'm saying that here too. Before you decide to start to unveil yourself to people, give yourself to people, unmask yourself and give your truths and all of this, like, consult the universe and just ask God, like, is this a good place? You know, is this a good person? Does this person have my highest good, you know, at the core of them? Like, will they be okay? Is it okay for me to surrender? Is it okay for me to subject myself to this person, to be seen with this person, to be out, to call them a friend? Is it okay? My very best friend taught me just within this last week that, girl, you need to watch how I move. When I'm with people or whatever, watch how I don't engage in certain conversations. Watch how I politely change conversations, or I'll exit stage left. I don't call many people friend. And if I call you a friend, that's because we've gone through some things together. So when he told me that, I was like, man, I never realized. I said, because you've called me friend, you know, for a very long time. I said, so I didn't even realize that our friendship has worked up to this. And he said, absolutely. Like, if these people in your life haven't worked up to that, he was like, I'm not posting them, you know, I'm not tagging them on our pictures. You know, we may go out and meet for drinks or whatever, but the conversation is very surface level. It's very superficial. We don't get into, you know, any specifics. It's strictly, you know, basics. So that was just another layer to that. Like, because I want it so bad, I skip over the patience piece, you know, so I never really get to the loyalty. I never really get to the they won't do me wrong because we've gone through too much, you know. Prematurely, I'm calling them a friend and doing all of these things as if we've gone through so much. So when I look at all of these friendships that I've had since I moved back to Dallas from Atlanta, it's because I've moved very prematurely in my decision making with these people. So I just thought I would add that, you know, before you consider someone a friend. Maybe you knew this already, honey, but I didn't, so I'm sharing it. But before you know, start to move in your heart space and in your mind and consider someone a friend, just ask God, is this person good for me? Should I attach myself to them? Are they going to, you know, do me any harm? Is their presence in my life, you know, for my highest good? Am I rushing my process? You know, do I need to learn something from them? Are they in my life for a reason or a season? Like, whatever questions you have for spirit to get clarity and to gain an understanding of why this person is in your life, like, I just suggest that you do that. So I just wanted to share because I just realized you impatient, girl. Like, you're impatient. You want what you want when you want it. And that's not going to work in this season. This season, everything that I want, I am having to be patient for. I'm having to work for it. So I know that my reward is going to be bigger on the other side of that, because I'm having to, one, overcome impatience, being impatient, and I'm having to not wait for handouts and wait for people to help me, but I'm having to get up and do things on my own. And I'm having to being called to a higher standard where I'm not asking, you know, for help and guidance and how to do this financially, you know, just on different things, you know, whether it's business or whatever. Like, I'm figuring things out and I'm having to do it on my own. So I see what God is doing. I think it's a beautiful work. It can be testy, you know, sometimes. It can be trivial because it's stuff that you don't know and you're having to learn. But I challenge you to just get in there and stay in there, because it's for your higher good. So just have these conversations with God about people before you attach yourself to them, and ask God whether or not you're rushing your process, you know, like I was. So until my next video, elevators, thank you so much for just tuning in. Share these videos, you know, if they resonate with you, you know, drop me a note or two in the comments so that we can kind of have a banter back and forth. So until my next video, have a good evening.